Hey guys, welcome back to Hall Woodworks for another review. Yeah, so my K5 pocket hole jig finally bit the dust. The clamp actually broke on it, so I had to throw it in the trash. I reached out to Massca Products to see if they would send me their pocket hole jig to review, and they were gracious enough to oblige, and I really appreciate that. This is the Massca M2 pocket hole jig. This thing is built like a tank. It is solid aluminum. I mean, seriously, if a bear was charging you in the woods, you can actually throw this thing at the bear and probably stop it. But I don't know why you would have a pocket hole jig in the woods. And as a disclaimer, Massca did send me this product. However, the opinions in this video are the opinions of my own. So let's get started. So let's take a look at what you get in the M2 bundle. First, you're going to get the base with the pre-installed clamp, the height adjustment column with the pre-installed dust chute, the drill bit and stop collar, the stop blocks and the stop rails, a face clamp to secure the jig to your work surface, a drill bit depth turret, some pocket hole starter screws, plus some mounting screws for the actual jig itself. That's a really nice touch, Massca. 2 hex keys and a mobile mounting plate. Now let's get on to assembly. First, we're going to install the depth column with the T-tracks on the side. This can be a little finicky, but just take your time and line up the T-bolts and they slide in pretty smoothly. And once you get it in and slide it down, you use the knobs on the side to lock it into place. Next, we're going to install the support rails on each side. The support rails are held into place by a set screw that can be located in the bottom front of the jig. Make sure you loosen the set screws up before you place the rod into the hole. Next, we're going to install the stop blocks onto the rods. The stop blocks can be installed in 2 different orientations. The orientation you see here is for wider material. You can also take it off and flip it around for more narrow material. The jig has 4 pre-drilled holes on each corner. As I mentioned before, Massca actually provides 4 mounting screws. So I'm probably going to build a new T-track cabinet. So let's go ahead and set up the pocket hole for 3/4 inch material. We're going to adjust the height collar to 3/4 inch and lock it down with the side screws. And for you people who are not in the USA, they also provide measurements in millimeters. To adjust the drill bit, install the turret in the hole right behind the column. The turret spins around and is labeled with the screw size that is needed. Drop the bit into the right hole and spin the turret around so that the tip of the pilot bit is resting on the specific measurement needed. Then slide the collar onto the bit and lock it down with a set screw. The hex key for the set screw is also included in the kit. Next, place your material on the back of the height column. You'll notice that there is a measurement guide on the base. Note the measurement, remove the material, and then spin the clamp pad so the edge is lined up with the measurement shown on the guide. Spin the clamping pad a couple more rotations forward to provide the proper clamping pressure. You want the pressure tight enough so the clamp engages with just slight hand pressure. The dust collection spout is installed directly out of the factory. The dust collection accepts a 1 1/4 inch hose. To adjust the stop blocks, move your material in the spot where you want your pocket hole. Then move the opposite stop block up against the piece. And now you're ready to drill out your pocket holes. I have to mention something here. The dust collection on this jig is absolutely incredible. The spout is actually installed at the factory and it's attached by screws, so there's no little things you have to clip onto it to make the dust collection work. It's actually physically attached to the column. That's going to give you a really airtight seal and really maximize your airflow. So now I'm going to set up the jig for 1/2 inch material. One of the things I didn't like about my old jig is that it was really hard to dial in a 1/2 inch material. Or you had to put in some kind of special insert to make this pocket hole smaller. This jig actually worked really well with 1/2 inch. Only thing you had to do is move the column all the way down, lock it in, and then drill your hole. And it uses basically 1 inch screws. To secure the pocket hole jig to a work surface, it has a T-track that runs all the way down the bottom of the base. This is perfect for gear clamps or this clamp I found in my shop and I have absolutely no clue where it came from. Because the jig has such a small footprint, you can actually take the jig to the workpiece very easily. I'm drilling out some pocket holes in the bottom of the A-frames I built in my last video. Okay, let's go over some pros. Number one, dust collection. This thing has the absolute most incredible dust collection. It is probably the best dust collection I've ever seen on any pocket hole jig on the market. Number two, this thing is well built. It is built out of solid aluminum and it is built like a tank. Number three, even though that the adjustments on it are not automatic like some other jigs on the market, they are very easy to adjust. Okay, number four, it has a T-track slot on the bottom to attach a clamp to. That's a really nice touch. And number five, it comes with 4 mounting holes. It also is supplied with mounting screws. That is awesome. Okay, so for the cons, there's only really one. There's no auto adjustment features. That's kind of a bummer. But the adjustment features work pretty well, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna give this tool a 10 out of 10 because it is awesome. And I'm not just saying that because Massca sent it to me. I'm saying it because I've used it and it's great. Biggest thing I love about this tool, it is incredibly well built. It feels like a solid tool in your hand. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm also working on another tool review that's going to pit the Massca, the Craig, and the Armor tool jigs against each other in a cage death match. Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and ring that bell so you get a notification when that video does come out. As always, cheers.